Humanity once became so powerful that God himself came down to stop it. What were humans building that made the Creator intervene directly? And why does an ancient story suggest that a united humanity might be unstoppable? Stay until the end, because the final detail changes how you see civilization forever. According to one of the oldest texts ever written, there was a time when every human on Earth spoke one single language. No misunderstandings, no borders, no division. And then, suddenly, language shattered. But what if this wasn't just punishment? What if it was prevention? Genesis describes a strange moment in early human history. People migrated together into a land called Shinar, believed by many historians to be ancient Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. They shared knowledge instantly. Ideas spread without friction. Innovation accelerated. And then, humanity made a decision. Let us build a city and a tower that reaches the heavens. But here's the unsettling part. The text never says the tower was evil. So why stop it? Was this really about pride? Or about potential? Because the next line is one of the most mysterious statements attributed to God. If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan will be impossible for them. Nothing. Impossible. That doesn't sound like punishment. It sounds like concern. Ancient Mesopotamians were already engineering miracles. Massive ziggurats aligned with the stars. Advanced irrigation systems, thousands of years ahead of their time. And early mathematics and astronomy. But some researchers ask a controversial question. What if the Tower of Babel wasn't just symbolic? What if it represented a technological leap now lost to history? Many ancient cultures speak about a forgotten age of knowledge. The Sumerians describe beings who brought wisdom from the heavens. Myths across continents mention a time when humans and gods interacted directly. Coincidence? Or memory, distorted by time? And if humanity once shared a single language, knowledge would have spread faster than ever again in history. Imagine scientific progress without misunderstanding. So here's the real question. Was Babel a tower or a breakthrough? Were humans trying to reach heaven physically or technologically? Think about today. Even with thousands of languages, humanity has built satellites, artificial intelligence, and machines that leave the planet. Now imagine a world with zero communication barriers, no translation delays, no cultural fragmentation. Perfect collaboration. The biblical text suggests humanity discovered something dangerous. Unity multiplies power exponentially, and that may have been the real threat. The story says God came down to see the city. An unusual phrase. We come down, unless something unprecedented was happening. Then comes the intervention. Languages were confused. Communication collapsed. The project stopped instantly. Civilization fragmented overnight. But here's what makes scholars uncomfortable. The punishment wasn't destruction. It was division. Why divide humanity instead of destroying the tower? Unless division itself was the objective. Two interpretations emerge. Option 1. Humanity's pride threatened divine authority. Option 2. Humanity was approaching knowledge it wasn't ready to handle. Because history shows something strange. Every time humans unite around shared knowledge, progress accelerates dramatically. And every collapse of civilization follows fragmentation. So what exactly were they building? A monument, a gateway, a symbol of independence from God, or the first global civilization. Archaeologists have uncovered massive stepped structures in Mesopotamia that resemble descriptions of Babel. Some reached heights unimaginable for their time, but none explain why the story focuses so heavily on language. Language is not architecture. Language is cognition. Control language, and you control thought itself. Today, humanity is slowly returning to a single global language through technology. English dominates science. AI translates instantly. Communication barriers are disappearing again. For the first time since Babel, humanity is reconnecting, and the ancient warning suddenly feels current. What if Babel wasn't the end of something, but a reset? A forced pause to slow human evolution, because the text implies something terrifying. Human unity could remove limits entirely. Remember the line from earlier, nothing they plan will be impossible. That statement isn't about arrogance, it's about capability. And maybe the story isn't asking why God stopped humanity, but what humanity was about to become. Maybe Babel represents the moment humanity realized its own potential. A moment when humans stopped looking upward for power and started discovering it within themselves. And that possibility, a species capable of limitless creation, may have changed the course of history forever. Because here's the detail most people miss. The Bible never says the tower was destroyed, only abandoned. Which means the greatest project humanity ever started might still be unfinished. So the real question isn't, why did God interrupt Babel? The real question is, what happens when humanity becomes united again? Are we rebuilding the same tower, just in a different form? If this story changed how you see ancient history, subscribe, because the next mystery might already be happening around us. And this time, no one may come down to stop it.